It's week 5 of the 2024 Urban Fitness Extreme season when championship contenders are separated from the pack. Defending champions Los Angeles, with a convincing blowout win over Miami in week 2, made the statement that they are determined to get back to the UFX championship this year. But questions remain. Did Miami help with an especially bad day, or is Los Angeles even better than ever? Today, their opponent Baltimore has questions to answer themselves. With an exciting but tough loss to a reinvigorated Miami team in week 3, Baltimore looks to show that they've corrected the issues that halted their momentum in that match and potentially cost them a win.
Of course, we had our game plan going in, but once we saw that Josh was struggling, even if you couldn't do a handstand, you should have went up there and tried so we can keep the ball rolling. Right then, audible, everybody jump on there and try.
We lost a lot of ground on the handstand push-ups. We relied on Josh a little bit too much. So we fixed that issue. Everybody's gonna do them now. Everybody's gonna jump in, period.
With a solid win today against LA, Baltimore would rock the balance of power in the UFX and put themselves in the championship. But LA is more confident than ever that they have what it takes to send away any would-be challengers.
When our guys get going, it's different. And then, we have a better girl now. Like Leah, she's much faster. You guys seen in Miami how fast she was. And we have a returning player, Marcus. Marcus hasn't shown out what he's been good at, so I'm very excited for everyone to see that. With that being said, our whole team is fast. So you guys will see.
From White Eagle Hall in Jersey City, New Jersey, Dexter Henry here for week 5 of UFX on Fox Sports alongside my partner, Cato Norton. And Cato, you know what time it is right now. It is championship time. Who wants to go to the championship? And in week 5, we got ourselves a fantastic matchup. We have Baltimore going up against the defending champions in Los Angeles. Los Angeles has a chance to punch their ticket to the championship game. Same for Baltimore, who had a rough time in week 3. You've talked to both of these teams. What's their mindset heading into this one?
Team Baltimore's mindset has to be to shift into gear early and not get stuck this time. There could be no stalling. Put the pedal to the metal. Now, Team LA, all they need to do is commit to their team confidence and that kryptonite that they have for Ish, aka Black Superman, and Team Baltimore.
All right, now some people might be wondering, what is he talking about with the kryptonite and the Superman? Well, you might see some of that in the action here. LA says they have something for Baltimore, so let's get right to the action. Okay, as the teams gather around the bars and gear up for the throwdown round in this pivotal match, let's recap how things are set up in the UFX. Again, we've got 2 rounds in this competition. The throwdown round followed by the relay medley round. Now, the throwdown round consists of 6 rounds with individual athletes from each team competing in alternating selections of routines selected from a menu. Coaches get equal chances to choose the routine over the course of the 6 rounds, sending in their best athlete for each choice. Each athlete has a minute to go for their maximum amount of reps in the exercise. Now, the relay medley round consists of both teams simultaneously competing in consecutive exercises with all team members participating. Each successful attempted repetition is awarded 1 point by the judges, and the first team to 300 points wins the match. Now, obviously, this is a big one for both teams. Baltimore, they're coming off a very tough 4-point loss to Miami back in week 3 when they got stuck depending on one guy to carry the load in multiple exercises. They're confident they've made the adjustments. Cato, do you believe they've made the changes to avoid finding themselves once again in that situation that we saw back in week 3?
I would be so excited to see Team Baltimore and each member of the team doing handstand push-ups and 90-degree push-ups. I think if they can dig deep and share some of these skill power moves, they may be in good shape.
Could be in good shape as Los Angeles has won the coin toss. They will choose the first exercise and kick things off here in week 5. They're going to get it going with planche push-ups and Marcus Wong. Planche push-ups, that's his specialty, but Marcus is making his season debut What do you make of this choice to go with Mr. Wong, Cato?
You know, they're setting the tone right away. This exercise is the deal maker and possibly backbreaker for Team Baltimore. Marcus Wong says he can bang out 50 of these in a minute. That is a phenomenal number. Now, for you guys at home, let's talk about what the planche push-up is. The planche itself is a plank on your hands with your feet in the air. Yes, you heard what I said. A plank with your hand on the floor and your feet floating in the air, defying gravity. Once you are holding that position, you then perform push-ups as fast as you can, maintaining your body position, horizontal/parallel to the floor for time, with a referee judging the movement the entire way through. It is an extremely difficult exercise. Mr. Wong is moving through them at an alarming rate.
Right now, Marcus Wong, a.k.a. Mr. Wong, from Malaysia, currently lives in San Fran, California, 5'9", 135 pounds. This is his move. This is his bag right here. He said he can get 50. Right now at 29, what do you think a good number he can hit in these final 15 seconds, Cato?
I think he's got 8 to 10 more in this last 15 seconds, but anything over 30 is an extremely impressive and intimidating number. LA should be more than happy with that. Marcus Wong has done his job. Outstanding performance out there.
Phenomenal job indeed. 34 for Mr. Wong, not delivering with the 50 that he told us he can do, but we've got to 34, and as we see Duke approach here for Baltimore, what's a good number that he can get to keep things close?
From Duke, anything over 20 keeps Baltimore in contention. Duke hasn't put up a number like that yet. Still, I'm pushing for him to get this done.
All right, Duke told us that he's got an increased focus. Cato, you're getting an early look at his form, his rhythm. What are you seeing?
Ooh, Duke's form is impeccable to start. Slightly more control over his body position as he moves through these planche push-ups, keeping his body position parallel to the floor. The referee seems to love the form as well. Folks at home, please don't minimize how strong a movement this is. I love what I'm seeing from the Baltimore team so far. They've clearly made adjustments. Duke knows what he has to do. It looks like he's getting fatigued earlier than I thought. You saw when Marcus went, he was able to maintain his pace throughout the minute. Duke seems to be exhausted just about 45 seconds in. Still, I think we will be able to get over 20, which is an impressive number for his team and keeps him in it.
And Cato, that's what you called for. As we see in the final seconds of what Duke is able to do here, you talked about a number over 20. However, it looks like after further review, they're going to give Duke 19 officially. Los Angeles knew this was a strength and advantage for them heading into this one. And they've come right out and chose their weapon for planche push-ups. We'll see what kind of answers Baltimore has for that as the throwdown round continues. Los Angeles up 35-19.
Hey, fans. For all the up-to-the-minute news on the UFX, go to the official website of Urban Fitness Extreme at ufxpro.com. Keep up with all your favorite teams and athletes. Get your tickets for upcoming events and check out our broadcast schedule. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at UFX League for behind-the-scenes access and exclusive content. Visit ufxpro.com and follow us today.
The UFX on Fox Sports. For more information and to follow more of the excitement from the UFX, visit ufxpro.com. Welcome back to White Eagle Hall in Jersey City for Week 5 of the Urban Fitness Extreme season. We've gone through the strategic throwdown round between Los Angeles and Baltimore, and after LA set the tone by putting a score of 35-19 on the board with planche push-ups and skill specialist Marcus Wong, Baltimore player coach Nate Chan, widely considered one of the strongest, if not the strongest female in the UFX overall, chose herself in muscle-ups from round 2 of the throwdown. Nate Chan was challenged by LA's Leah, who considers muscle-ups as her specialty, but Nate Chan put it all on the line and out-repped Leah 19-14 to shave a little bit off LA's lead. In round 3, with the score 49-38, Prove It came in for LA and banged out an amazing 23 front lever pull-ups Duke of Baltimore, coming back in only 2 rounds after giving his all in planche push-ups, gutted out 14 reps. But with his number in that round, Prove It managed to give LA its biggest lead yet, 72-52. Baltimore returned fire with typewriters and Kat a superstar in that move, but Leah of LA came in to put the league on notice that typewriters are her bag as well. Leah bested Kat 23-16 to extend LA's lead 95-68. Round 5 pitted Marcus of Los Angeles against Powerful of Baltimore in 90-degree handstand push-ups, with Powerful also making his 2024 season debut. He put a powerful stamp on the match by edging out Marcus 12-10 in this incredibly challenging move, but LA still held strong with their lead of 105-80 going into round 6. To wrap things up in the throwdown round, Baltimore's Nachan chose weighted push-ups, once again calling upon herself to help her team close the gap. With LA countering with Sam, who also excels in this routine, Nachan broke her own season record, putting up 41. Sam fired back with a remarkable 33 reps, but Nachan was able to get her team up in a little bit of a better situation and some momentum going into the relay medley round. Los Angeles leads Baltimore 138-121 going into this round, in which we have a bit of a change in the progression of things for this week. 20 mixed typewriters will start things off. These can be performed by men or women. Following that, the men will hit their 9 exercises and the women will then hit their 5. This round is an intense race through the exercises, with each successful rep being awarded a point. Again, the first team to 300 points wins the match.
This was a little gift I got for one of the competitors in Baltimore. His name is the Black Superman. I brought a little kryptonite just to show him how weak he is.
Yeah, I got an autographed jersey for him, Black Superman, just for him. So.
All right, we'll see if the kryptonite works for LA today. But regardless of that, Kato, who is the advantage in this match?
I'm going to be honest here. On paper, it's an even matchup. The speed in LA versus the power of Baltimore. But I'm going to have to give the advantage to the defending champs with their confidence, experience, and balance as a team. My question is, will the men of Baltimore give their women a chance to shine and make up this deficit in the relay?
Anything can happen. This is why we play the games. We're going to start off with typewriters. You're going to see Kat going at it. She's a specialist in this for Baltimore. She'll be going up against Mr. Wong for LA. We have yet to see him in this move. We know what Kat can do. We see how she can be smiling, but nobody's smiling right now because nobody wants to go home. And we're going to see how this all plays out. Mr. Wong, he's ready. Kat, she's ready. She's smiling. Hands on the bar, and we are ready to go. With the typewriters moving left to right, you see the movement from Kat, from Mr. Wong.
Marcus Wong is flying through these typewriters to kick off this relay. I don't know if I've ever seen typewriters done that quickly. Woo! This is extreme reps and sets from the best of the UFX.
And then you saw Leah get to it, and now Killer Matt also moving with the typewriters. Nachan on for Baltimore, and you've seen Ish the Black Superman make his first appearance today as he is now moved into the weighted muscle ups. So Baltimore ahead on the pace here. Early on, you saw what their 2 women were able to do with typewriters to cut into the lead. We'll see if they can continue this pace and further close the gap when we return to the UFX. Welcome back to Urban Fitness Extreme here in Jersey City, where the relay medley round races on in this pivotal match between Los Angeles and Baltimore. Baltimore has gotten as close as 14 down since trailing by as many as 17 after the throwdown round, but much to be done here in this race to 300. And now moving into the next portion of the exercise, Baltimore finished with those weighted muscle ups. You see Brett still moving through that and went into the 90-degree push-ups that we're seeing from James.
Now here we are. This is the piece of the puzzle we've emphasized as the key. The portion that stopped Baltimore in their tracks against Miami.
This is what Baltimore said they wouldn't let happen again. Are they ready to distribute these power skills amongst the team? Can they do it? Do they have what it takes to invert and adjust from 90 degrees at the bottom, the top, handstand transitions in competition, and Team LA standing in their way?
You saw Powerful asking how much more he had to do. He's taking off his shirt. He's going back in for more. He wants to finish for his team. Nachan's telling him if he doesn't have it, somebody else needs to jump in. And right now, James is trying to dig deep and dig for a couple more. He's back in form.
This is a strategic rest you see here from Powerful James. But again, Baltimore does not have anybody else for this exercise or the others like it. The handstands and combinations. Team LA, you see, they share the load. They have moved on to the muscle-up hurdles, and Prove It is flying through these muscle-up hurdles.
And this is not what Baltimore wanted. You talked about it. It was your concern if they could get stuck. They appear to be stuck once again. Just so everybody knows what needs to happen. LA, they need their women to get to 12 weighted pull-ups for the win. Baltimore needs to get to 9 pullover, 2 pull-ups to get the win. And right now, Baltimore into that move.
Baltimore has now moved on to the muscle-up hurdles, and yes, to all of you at home, it is as dynamic and acrobatic as it sounds. The muscle-up is already difficult, and now you must take your entire body, hurl it over to the other side, that's right, hurdle to the other side, and do this stuntman level activity. Gymnastics, form, athleticism, insane movements to perform in competition.
These are amazing movements, the kind of thing that you can only see in a competition format in the UFX. But if you're looking at Los Angeles, they have moved on to weighted pull-ups with 90 pounds hanging from the belt, pulling ahead of Baltimore in the progression of exercises. Baltimore's hill, it's getting a little steep right now. There is still time to change the momentum, but Los Angeles seems to be moving through every exercise undaunted, showing no signs of letting up as they work to hold on to this lead.
Hey, fans. For all the up-to-the-minute news on the UFX, go to the official website of Urban Fitness Extreme at ufxpro.com. Keep up with all your favorite teams and athletes. Get your tickets for upcoming events and check out our broadcast schedule. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at UFX League for behind-the-scenes access and exclusive content. Visit ufxpro.com and follow us today.
It's official. First Things First is a hit. Nick, Brew, and Wiles are the MVPs of sports shows. First Things First, weekdays at 3 Eastern on FS1.
Welcome back to the UFX and to White Eagle Hall in Jersey City as Los Angeles pulls ahead further in this race at 300 points. And Baltimore, though they've showed that they have made adjustments to the issues that stalled them in week 3, putting in more effort as a team in the handstand push-ups, the burden is still falling upon Powerful to carry the team in this department. Meanwhile, Los Angeles is showing once again that they have the ability to delegate the work as they look to pull away in this urgent sprint to the finish that is the relay medley round. But right now, Baltimore still behind and LA increasing their lead. As you look at the muscle ups, we saw Leah move through it. Now Sam also doing work on that exercise and a very impressive showing on the muscle ups.
Very impressive showing from LA. This team is prepared for the championships. They are one of the most balanced teams in the league, and they are the champions for a reason. Everyone on this team has a little bit and sometimes a lot of bit of everything. Every member of this team doing just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. What else is impressive, though? His team, Baltimore, being behind. Look at Powerful James and his muscle endurance, taking on so many of these highly skilled acrobatic movements for his team. Powerful moves from a powerful guy. I can see why they call him powerful.
You can see the power there. You can also see why Los Angeles are the champs. They are under 20 reps away from winning this competition. Remember, the women of Los Angeles need to get to 12 weighted pull-ups for the win, and they are on to the weighted pull-ups. So this is closing time for Los Angeles. You see Sam going for it, giving all she's got. Sam and Leah looking to close it out, 9 away from returning to the championship. Leah powering her way through. You're starting to see the excitement. You're starting to see the joy.
And she is finishing this out clean. Flawless reps. She's saying to her team and the league, I got this. It's a wrap. 25-pound pulls done. LA is done. LA will go back to the championship. I am very proud of this team. What an amazing performance today. Wow.
What an amazing performance. They needed to get to those 12 weighted pull-ups by the women. Leah and Sam able to knock those out, with Leah finishing things off as Los Angeles sends Baltimore home. They are your winners here in week 5. They said they would come to do what they had to do, and they got it done. The champs looked like the champs. 300 to 227 is the final score. That is not close. The champs came to dominate. 300 to 227 victory for Los Angeles over Baltimore. A very impressive one. I've got Prove It here with me. 2 games, 2 competitions for you guys, 2 blowout victories. You're now back in the championship. You're the defending champions. What does it mean for you to get back to this point with a chance to defend your title?
It means the world for us. We knew we were the best. We proved it again. I think we beat Baltimore. Another blowout by the same score. But in this division, we're the best, and, you know, we just want to prove it.
I got to ask you one more follow-up, because there was a lot of talk into this. You brought out the kryptonite for Ish the Black Superman. Did the kryptonite work?
It worked, yeah. Because I think it would have been close. I think he was shaking. He didn't even want to go on the throwdown, so, yeah, I think it worked.
All right, I like the confidence. He always talks about proving it. We saw them prove it there today. Partner, what you got?
Matt, after blowout after blowout, at a certain point, is it the other team's problem, or you guys just the best team in the league?
In the Coastal Division, yes, we are the best, only because we are all-around team. We have all the strategy that we need, and again, we take these teams, we take them apart, and we strategize correctly how it needs to be.
You heard it. This is the most strategic team in the league. These guys are ready to go, no matter who they face in the championship.
No, they are ready to go. They'll find out who they face in the championship in week 6. Will it be Harlem? Will it be Brooklyn? We'll find out. But right now, the thing that we do know is one team, Los Angeles, has punched their ticket to the Urban Fitness Extreme Championship. We'll have more on that. That is Cato Norton. I'm Dexter Henry. Until next time on Urban Fitness Extreme on Fox Sports.
Let's go!